Hey folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Saurabh Paul. Welcome to Paul Ke Bold. Today I'm going to talk about fake friends versus real friends, how to make out the difference. So, I am an extrovert. I have a lot of friends and I have a few close friends. And I love people. I love hanging out with people. I love making new friends. So, I consider myself knowledgeable in terms of judging people a little bit above average. And I know a little bit more than most people when it comes to dealing with people who are close to you, in terms of friendships and all. Because I deal with all sorts of people, right? Like male, female, young, old, yeah, Indian, non-Indian, whatever. So because I have been a person who's always gone out and been like, मैं दोस्ती करूंगा, like I will go out of my way and become friends with people. And what you realize over a period of time that childish urge, that childlike urge, not childish, childlike urge to actually go out and become friends with people is a beautiful thing. What is not a beautiful thing is persisting with your friendship when it clearly is not working out. And by that, I don't mean you need to have an ROI statement, a PNL statement of your friendships. Don't be like that. Don't be weird. Be a normal person. Be a good person. But it is very important in today's day and age. And whenever, I don't care if it's like 1925 or, 1025 or 3025. We are currently in 2025, right? You will have to find out who's your good friend and who's not your good friend. Okay, as simple as that. Because we trust them, especially in today's day and age. Friendships are even more important than they were like a few decades ago in India. Because many decades ago, like even like a couple of decades ago, I would say family was something which was considered the most important part, right? Your cousins and everything. But in today's day and age, because we have moved out of our villages, because we have moved out of the tribal, mentality that we had before, uh, today also we have a tribal mentality, but our tribe is different, let's just put it that way. And the proximity to our tribe is definitely not there as much as the proximity to a tribe used to be at one point of time, right? So because of that, who you are friends with really matters. And what is also important is like, what kind of company you keep, because it defines your life in a lot of ways. Now you'll be like, क्या पापा जैसी बातें कर रहा है, तुम्हारी संगत खराब है, तुम्हारी संगत के लोग कैसे है, this and that. But guys, I'll be very frank, the reason I am an MBA, I'm a marketing guy, I'm a product marketing manager, is purely because I did my MBA. And for the last like almost a decade, my complete circle has been people who are MBA types. Frankly, that's what my circle has been, and because of that circle, that is my reality right now. If I had gone to some grad college where it was like MBA nahi karna hai, dhanda karna hai, we'll do something with in STEM, and we'll do something, in terms of starting a business and all of that. And majority of the people had that mindset, and majority of my friends would have succeeded. Even if a minority of my friends would have succeeded, and the rest of them would have kept trying, I also would have done the same. So, all of this thing कि हाँ, मुझे तो पता है मुझे क्या करना है, I always knew what I wanted to do and all. Sometimes it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Sometimes you just need to let life take its own course and let your friendships define your success or your failure for that matter, right? धीरे-धीरे पता चल रहा है कि जैसे मेरे दोस्त हैं, मैं भी वैसा ही हूँ. Birds of the same feather flock together. वो वैसे वाला हिसाब है. There is that universal rule that we have, right? And within that also you will find people. So that is why friendship is so important, right? Like, let's be frank, it is extremely important. Relative se zyada hum friends se baat karte hain aaj ki tareekh mein. So, and we rely upon them and we tell them things and we do things with them which we will never tell our even our parents, sometimes even our spouses for that matter, let's be frank, right? So we have to be very careful in terms of who these friends are. And because the impact in recent times there is an outsized impact. Their impact has increased, in the past few years. So it's very important to remember that. So one of the first signs of a fake friend is that they are always comparing you with themselves or others. They're not happy with who you are. They are always like, अगर आपका success हुआ, so they are happy, but they are also like कि नहीं नहीं मेरा ज़्यादा success हुआ, और या फिर अरे उसका देख उसका क्या हुआ, उसका अच्छा हुआ. और they will not dwell on your success, but they will dwell on your failure. They'll make you feel less. वो आपको थोड़ा सा गुमराह करेंगे. They, and it feels like, oh no, they are coming out from a place of concern and all of that. But these are people who kind of will not give you the credit you deserve when you succeed, right? Unfortunately, it has happened with me. where I've had people, and I realized very late because I was a fool, right? So, and I don't want you to be that fool, which I was. Like some people would be looking down upon me who I thought they were my friends, but बाद में पता चला यार, थोड़ा दिमाग लगाया, माला यार ये आदमी तो he actually looks down upon me a little bit, you know, इसीलिए वो जानबूझ के मेरे बारे में ऐसे कुछ कुछ कमेंट्स कर रहा था जो मुझे उस वक्त नहीं पता थे कि he was trying to put me down, you know, and that is something you need to be aware of. Second is, a fake friend will hide information from you. I've had like times in my life where my friends were like, अरे अरे हाँ ये वाला था ना, ये वाला तो हाँ हमने कर लिया है वैसे, शिट यार तेरे को बताना भूल गए, you know, like they are dishonest about it and they hide information from you, sometimes information which they know for a fact is very important for you, right? These are you have to be very careful, you have to be very careful because they are like key, I don't want this guy to succeed more than he succeeded, I think it's enough, and if me giving that information is going to help him even more, let it be, you know, let it be, वो संभाल लेगा खुद को. So that is another fake friend, right? Because if you have friends like those, why do you need enemies? Because even Ravan lost because of someone within his sphere. You know, from outside he was very difficult to beat. So you have to keep an eye out on people in your circle, within your castle, within your fort, who basically are not working towards your best interests, right? So you have to keep that in mind. I'm not saying someone who disagrees with you is not a fake friend. In fact, more often than not, a person who disagrees with you and is willing to let you know about it in a polite manner or in a manner in which both of you are comfortable in, that person is in fact a good friend. Because that person is playing devil's advocate. That person is being like कि ठीक है तू बोल रहा है वो सही है, but what is the guarantee कि यही सही है? चल मैं तेरे को challenge करता हूँ इस चीज़ को लेके. So and everything becomes stronger once you challenge it. Correct? Every idea, if it is attacked from multiple sides, from different sides, it becomes better. That idea ultimately becomes better. So that is something you need to keep in mind, right? So yeah, that is the sign of a good friend, rather, you know, that they attack a problem, they don't attack you, right? Fake friends actually will be those who are always, you know, every time you meet them, you kind of come back feeling a bit drained, you know, emotionally and all, because you're like यार इसमें ड्रामा बहुत है. अगर अगर आपके लाइफ में वो लोग हैं जो ज़्यादा ड्रामा कर रहे हैं, यू नो दीज, एंड कभी भी कोई भी कॉन्वर्सेशन स्टार्ट करोगे वो अपने बारे में ही बात करते हैं. लाइक यार मैं अपने बारे में बात कर रहा था तो तेरी भी बात कर लेंगे थोड़ा सा, यू नो, आई नो इट साउंड्स वेरी वियर्ड बट आफ्टर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम यू विल रियलाइज लाइफ इज ऑल अबाउट वर्किंग, यू नो, डूइंग घर का काम, यू नो, घर गृहस्थी संभालना है आपको, फिर वापस और थोड़ा काम करना है, फिर सो जाना है. ठीक है, ये छोटा-मोटा टाइम में मिल गया तो आप कोई मूवी-वूवी देख लोगे, गेम खेल लोगे, कुछ होगा तो हो जाएगा. फिज़िकल एक्टिविटी तो इंडिया में वैसे भी इज़ पैथेटिक, लाइक वी इट्स नॉट, आवर कल्चर इज़ स्टिल नॉट रीच्ड अ पॉइंट वेयर वी आर एक्चुअली फिज़िकली एक्टिव, राइट? एज़ मच एज़ वी शुड बी. सो थोड़ा बहुत रिलेटिव से मिलो, इधर-उधर का कुछ करो, वीकेंड पे टाइम मिले तो कुछ कर लेना, यू नो, बट मोस्ट लाइफ इज़ दिस. उसमें से, यू नो, हैविंग फ्रेंड्स अराउंड यू इज़ इवन मोर इम्पोर्टेंट, right? You will realize that talking to your friends is that one sphere of your life which you are going to miss a lot. The moment you get married, the moment you get out of college, the moment your work takes over everything, the moment familial responsibilities becomes front and center. And it's a good thing, right? These things should happen in your life, but having that friendship on the side is also extremely important, right? That is the most important part. Another thing is, a fake friend is clearly like this. I don't need to tell you, they can't keep secrets. अगर एक चीज़ सिंपल याद है यार, आई हैव सम फ्रेंड्स जिनको, यू नो, गॉसिप बहुत पसंद है, एंड फेयर इनफ, लाइक इवन आई लव गॉसिप, बट इन मॉडरेट अमाउंट्स, राइट? एंड गॉसिप का भी एक लिमिट होता है. देयर इज सम वेरी पर्सनल इन्फॉर्मेशन, देन देयर इज ओकेश इन्फॉर्मेशन व्हिच वी कैन मेक फन ऑफ. बट आई नो सम पीपल हु विल कम टू यू एंड बी लाइक, अरे तेरे को पता है उसका क्या हुआ, क्या हो गया, अरे उसका तो एक्चुअली ऐसा सीन है, ओह शिट दैट्स वेरी पर्सनल यार, तेरे को इसने बताया, बोलता है मेरे को पता चल गया ब्रो. एंड देन यू स्टार्ट रियलाइजिंग, डूड, ये अगर एक चीज मैं माँ कसम बोल रहा है, someone's talking to you about someone else behind their back, they are definitely talking about you to other people behind your back. I promise you that much. I promise you that much. It's very rare that people can keep secrets, and you know, people who can keep not keep one person's secrets will keep someone else's secrets. It's not going to happen, bro. Because keeping or not keeping a secret is a matter of principle. It's a matter of habit. So the moment someone's talking behind someone's back, you know, too much, you should realize that boss, ये तुम्हारे पीठ पीछे भी यही बोलने वाला है. तुम्हारे पीठ पीछे भी यही बोलने वाला है। मैं माँ कसम बोल रहा हूँ, मैं माँ कसम बोल रहा हूँ, यही होने वाला है, you know? So keep that in mind. It's fun and games initially, but then it's not a good thing, is what I would definitely say. Another thing I would say is uh, a fake friend will take advantage of you. You know, if you have a lot of time, they'll constantly come and dump their emotional problems on you. You know, if you have a little bit of money, they'll constantly come and be like कि यार थोड़ा पैसा दे दे, थोड़ा पैसा दे दे, बिना बात का. You know, so that is, I'm not saying if someone asks you for money that means they're a fake friend. Absolutely not. In fact, as a friend, if you're able to help someone else, that is the mark of friendship. Correct? A friend in need is a friend indeed. Right? But if a person is constantly doing the same thing again and again, and you're like, भाई ये वापस वापस यही मिस्टेक कर रहा है ये आदमी, और वापस वापस मुझसे बस, इट्स अ ट्रांजैक्शनल रिलेशनशिप दैट दिस पर्सन हैज, यू नो, इनका ब्रेकअप हो गया किसी के साथ, हमारे पास रोने आ जाएंगे, फिर उसके बाद जैसे ही उनका ये हो गया 3-3 महीने हमसे बात नहीं करेंगे, दैट्स अ फेक फ्रेंड. That's a fake friend. They'll give you all sorts of balls. They're like, "Arey, I was busy. I was doing this. I was doing that." No one's ever that busy that they'll not respond to you. I promise you of that much. I know, you know, I've made the same mistakes where I'm like, no, that person is very busy. Like, no one is ever that busy that they can't respond to you. It's impossible. If someone gives a fuck about it, they'll respond to you. This is not only about friendship. This is also in terms of your romantic relationships, especially, as well as your professional relationships, right? Yeah, like your if your manager is not responding to you, if your colleagues are not responding to you, I'm not saying they're not busy, but I'm saying if you're really that important, they'll take out the time and respond to you. If not that very day, in a day or a couple of days. And you know, and if it happens once in a while, it's cool. वो गलती सबसे हो जाती है, बट बार बार अगर आपको लग रहा है ये आदमी को मैसेज कर रहा हूँ 4 दिन बाद रिस्पॉन्स आता है, you are not a priority for that person. So a fake friend ensures, like, they kind of you know, they don't treat you as an important entity, right? You're not a priority for them. That is what it is, right? And lastly, of course, they will only be there when they need something from you, and when they don't, they won't, you know. Be very careful, guys, because I'll tell you, fake friends don't come out of nowhere, right? Like, you have something which they don't have, or maybe it's just a personality flaw where they can't see you do better than they you are doing as of now, or definitely you can't do better than they are, you know. I've seen changes in people. Once they do well in their lives, then they are like कि हाँ हाँ ठीक है चल चल. They suddenly get an attitude like अरे ये क्या है, you know, like, okay, you've done well, there is no need to really you know, मतलब, cool, we're still friends, right? We're still friends, you know. There was a time I was doing better than you. There will be a time you will do better than me, which is right now. Maybe again I'll overtake you in the future. That's just life, right? That's objective, changes happen in life, right? Can we still keep our friendship normal? Maybe not, right? So you always have people around you who have the same maturity level as you, yeah. ठीक है, आधे से ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स वहीं होते हैं. आई थिंक दैट इज़ द ओनली टेक अवे आई विल गिव यू. Choose people who have the same maturity levels, and I think you should be fine. And the same morals. I know I'm sounding like my dad, but it's important because it is, the importance of friendship has increased even more. We don't hang out with or talk with our cousins as much as we do with our friends. Let's be frank. Yeah. So keep an eye out. Learn to differentiate between a fake friend and a good friend, and I think you should be fine. Let me know if you agree with me, you disagree with me. Put in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. See ya.